Hello everyone, this is Zero Hero. Welcome back to our legendary Macedon campaign in Rome 2 Total War. We're going for 2 achievements. This is Total War and Veni Vidi Vici. This means we have to war everyone in the first turn we meet them, and we have to fight every battle manually and win. Let's get right into it. I've added some new effects to this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think. The first battle here is the battle for Athens. We are not favored in the auto-resolve, but we have troops that are pretty good. Our mercenaries are going to take care of all their ranged units, and we're going to win it easily. Remember, we have to win this, but we need our forces to remain sort of intact, because Sparta might attack us in the next turn.
At your service, we await your command. Palatine cavalry!
Three spears! Grouped and ready!
Ready and waiting! Battle group ready and awaiting
We
orders.
await your command.
Javelin men! Companion cavalry!
Pikes ready.
Your orders.
Commander. Ready for orders. Battle group ready.
Three spears!
Javelin men!
We're going to set up our javelin men on the side here, where they can attack through the unshielded side.
Riders!
And right off the bat, we're going to send our Tarentine cavalry to harass their first
Enemy
army before it can meet
reinforcements
up
approaching.
with the second one.
At your service. Kyrie! As you command. Palatine cavalry. Advance at speed. Cavalry. Missiles ready. Virtus!
We want to somehow isolate our general and shoot him with our
At
spears.
your command. Palatine cavalry. Missile
Meanwhile, some
cavalry
of the
ready.
cavalry is going to go after their skirmishers.
Palatine cavalry. Riders! Ready. Advance!
Gotta dodge the spears.
Palatine cavalry.
Come on, get out of there.
We
What are you
await your
doing?
command.
You, go over there.
Proud sons of
Yes, that's it.
Palatine
After the
cavalry.
skirmishers.
Yours to command. Advance
Orders.
at speed! Charge! Ready and waiting.
It seems like we caught up with their next army, but the mob is in front. We're gonna attack them head on, because we can inflict some heavy casualties on them, and reduce the number of troops that they have.
Palatine cavalry.
Their general escaped, unfortunately. We'll have to meet him later on.
Orders. Missile cavalry at your command. Palatine cavalry.
We still have 2 of their ranged units from the first army that we gotta deal with, but that shouldn't be an issue. One of the mob has routed, and the other is wavering.
Macedonians ready. Missile cavalry ready. Palatine cavalry. For glory! Engage!
We're getting shot by their other ranged units there, but that's fine. The Tarentine cavalry is not gonna have to... We're gonna dismiss them after the battle anyway.
Riders at the double! Warriors of Macedon. Palatine cavalry.
Now we gotta maneuver them around. The mob is really brave. They're coming for us.
Forward!
Oh, actually, their other mob unit didn't shatter. They're still there. Well, let's go take care of it.
And forward! Advance at speed!
That should do it. Okay, let's start to maneuver around. We gotta go after their other missile units. We'll send 2 cav on each side. Their general is starting to come for us. It's in a stupid formation and moving slow, so we're gonna maneuver the cav around to go shoot some spears at him.
Palatine cavalry! Ready and waiting! For glory!
And here we can tackle 2 birds with 1 stone while we chase off their missile units, and we'll also get to shoot some spears at the general.
Missiles ready. Orders. Forward! Engage!
One unit of Tarantine cavalry was caught by the general, but that's fine. I mean, we're not gonna need them after this.
Cavalry, missile armed riders. Tarantine cavalry, proud sons of Macedon. Loose the fire! Commander, all for glory! Ready! A charge! Tarantine cavalry waiting. Cavalry, missiles ready.
These slingers are taking forever to break.
Charge!
Now we got some pikemen approaching. We're gonna have to deal with them later.
Hack them down!
Their general is moving towards our line, so we're gonna send the other 2 cavalry to go pick him up. Now that we have removed all their missile units, we have dominance of the field. We also have cavalry superiority, so we should be good. We're gonna shoot some of the pikemen now.
No! Riders, advance!
They're protecting their cavalry general really well. It's tough to get to him, so we gotta take the chances that we have. And all this running around is just going to make them tired, which is better for us. They're going to have reduced attack and defense stats, and we're going to kill them faster.
Forward!
Alright, looks like the general is coming. He's going to do 0 to 60 in 3 hours and a half, apparently.
Your orders?
One of their slingers came back, so let's go take care of them.
Ready and waiting. Tarantine cavalry. Forward! Missile riders, advance! Tarantine cavalry. Swift and accurate. Quickly now! Forward!
It looks like the general is coming out to play, so now it's our chance to shoot some javelins. We'll put the fire at will on and just let them do it. Since they're the closest unit to us, that should work fine.
Glory to Macedon! Fire! Fire!
Slingers are gone, now we have superiority, and now we gotta dance with the general. They already lost 10 men. 9. 12. 20. That's working really well.
Quickly now! Pick your targets, men! Commander.
They're just getting slaughtered. You don't chase Tarantine cavalry with your cataphracts. Ah, look at that, it's delicious. They're down to 10. 5.
The enemy general
dead.
is dead.
Double! Understood.
Completely destroyed. Very nice. So now we have a chance to actually shoot at the pikes, the rest of our missiles. And then after that, we'll probably just charge the units with the cavalry, because they're expendable anyway.
Riders, advance!
They're kind of dumb. They're just gonna sit there and take it. It works for us. That's fine. We're shooting from the front, which is not ideal, but it doesn't matter. It does damage anyway.
One of our units has used
It
all
will
its
soften them
ammunition.
up. We can finish them off with our Peltas later.
Now! Missile cavalry at your command.
Peltas are just gonna dance tango around these pikes. They're not gonna have a chance.
Riders at the double!
They're down to already almost 90.
Missile armed
That's a lot.
riders. Missile cavalry at your command. Warriors of Macedon.
Okay, let's go prepare for the rest of the battle. Advance our army. So here we have the hill advantage also, and they're all tired. This is not gonna take long.
Javelin men.
Javelin men, ready and waiting.
Alright, here they come. We're gonna use our javelin men to do some damage to them, but we don't want to shoot the light hoplites. Those are easy to deal with. We'll shoot the pikes.
Double time.
Orders. Taxis.
Thurio spears are also gonna do some damage, and then we're gonna send them into fight and charge them in the back with the cavalry.
Loose. Ready for orders. Strategos. Quick march. Commander. At speed.
Actually, let's let the mercenaries do their work. We'll keep our cavalry healthy.
Spear infantry.
Ready. 9.
We gotta retreat here. We're not in range of the pikes yet.
Sons of Ares. Now.
Your orders?
Javelin men.
Commander.
Your orders. At the double. Fire at will.
Your orders?
Thurio spears are shooting the pikes. That's really good. Tarantine cavalry is kind of getting smashed, but they destroyed a third of that unit.
Ready and waiting.
Ready.
Tarantine cavalry.
Oh yeah, the pikemen are gone. Thurio spears, man, they're really good.
Spearmen at the ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Pikes ready.
Orders?
High ready. General.
By your command.
Tarantine cavalry.
Alright, we're gonna have our pikes. Well, the pikes are not gonna do anything. Our own cavalry is gonna charge them
Companion
with the general.
cavalry.
Yours to
Your
command.
orders. Your orders.
Our general
Those
is
are
under
light
attack.
hoplites. It's gonna be fun.
Cavalry.
At your service.
Commander.
Steel Tolizas. Foot riders.
Ready.
At
They're
the
starting to
double.
break. Soon they'll get the army losses.
Thurio spears.
We can now let our own javelin man shoot at whatever. Preferably the hoplite units.
Companion cavalry.
By your command.
Advance.
Ready and waiting.
Thurio.
Ready and waiting. At speed. General. For the gods of Olympus.
Our general and the companion cavalry took really good care of that light hoplite, and it seems like we're getting to the end. They're starting to shatter. Yep, they had enough. Here they go.
Javelin men. Advance at speed. Kyrie. Missile infantry. Halt now. Tarantine cavalry.
We're gonna have to chase down some of these units because one was a general that was reinforcing the town.
Thurio spears.
We don't want that guy to get away with too many units.
General. Hades, take our enemies. Javelin men.
Ideally, we don't want that guy to get away at all, so they don't get another general next turn, and we don't have to go after hunting them, worry about them pillaging and stuff.
Cut them down. Ready and
We're
waiting.
just gonna let the mercenaries do the work there too,
Missile infantry at your command.
and also get some kills with our own javelin men here. It's okay if we do some blended fire because we're gonna dismiss the mercenaries.
Attack! Brave companion cavalry! For Zeus! Ready!
Alright, let's run them down. Okay, we beat up the army that was reinforcing outside. Now we still gotta conquer the town. Unfortunately,
Commander.
I don't think we have enough movement. We gotta get rid of our mercenaries. They're too expensive. Now we go from the red back to the black. Eventually we're gonna have to give this guy some authority so he's able to adopt the people that are our other nobles. But perhaps now may not be the best time. The Basilis is pretty young, and he might be our king for a while. So we're probably gonna go in and just give him authority pretty soon.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, we're gonna go with it now.
What do you wish of me?
We're also playing with 4 turns per year, so it's gonna take a while for the guy to die. Let's go take a look at what Sparta is up to. We could technically sabotage the army, but I don't think it's worth it. They're definitely recruiting though.
At your command. Ready for orders. To your duties, men!
Unfortunately, he was not able to reach the city.
Ready
He's our
for
defensive
battle.
Larissa though, because the garrison is pretty beat up, so we're gonna have to recruit a few units. Mostly pikes and
Fight with
cav.
us.
Still at war with everyone. Let's go. Oh wait. Yeah, we don't want to give that guy skill points. Sure enough, here comes Sparta. And Athens actually has another general, which complicates things. We might not be able to win this, so we're gonna have to retreat and hope they can't reach us.
Finding shelter.
Yeah, get out of here. That's not good. Neither is this. That's a crap stack, but they do have a lot of javelins.
See them.
Let's start starving out Sparta.
Ready for orders.
And here we can repeat the the whole thing. We're gonna attack the guy, I think, because
Ready
then
for
we don't have to
battle.
do a siege.
For the gods!
Well, there
Forgive
goes
me,
that
but I cannot.
option.
Kill
This-
the cowards!
This is an easy auto resolve, so I'll patch you guys to the end of the battle.
Ready! The double! Ready and waiting!
Oh, I'm feeling a little hungry. Wait. One at a time. Here we go. Horse sandwich.
Sarissa cavalry!
Happy to serve the people.
Our general is under
We're at
attack.
the end here. We're killing their general. And now we're just gonna use our spear throwers to kill the rest of their hoplites. This is an easy one. And again. Let's run them out.
You have further orders? At your command.
I'm never sure which one of these is best. I think Inexorable Conquerors is a good one because it gives weapon damage. Okay, let's go siege Athens. They have their sea units. They're gonna take a while to land, so we might be able to get on the walls and through the gates before they
Let
reach
them
us.
cower like kenneled dogs.
I am gonna hire a couple skirmishers though, or I mean Thuria spears, because I want them to take the damage. And by damage I mean the tower damage, and also when facing the skirmishers from the enemy. If they're the front line, they get damage first, and
Spearmen, at the ready. By
you
your
know,
command.
our units are preserved.
Macedon.
Thuria spears are
Battle group ready.
270, I
Waiting.
think, for
Ready
each.
for orders.
Ready
That's
and waiting.
pretty inexpensive.
Grouped and awaiting orders. General!
It kind of stinks to spend the money because we
Spearmen,
need it,
ready
but
for
we got to
orders.
be really smart. We can't be, you know, super stupid here. We are surrounded by enemies, and we need to preserve our forces.
Companion cavalry! cavalry!
Alright, the battle here is pretty straightforward, so
Lights are
I'll
ready.
come back to the commentary when something interesting is
Lower your
happening.
spears. By your command, your orders. Pugman, ready
for
and
orders.
waiting. We await your command. Lower your spears. Fire on the enemy. Orders. Taxis. Ready and waiting.
Thank the gods, men, for the opportunity that lies before us.
And as you can see,
We
the
have
Thurio
captured a
spears took
tower.
some damage, and they were the ones that captured the gate, right? So then now we can come in with the other units. And sure enough, they got their skirmishers coming in. Before we rush our cavalry into them, we'll let the Thurio spears go in first. They can take the first shots, and then we'll deal with the rest.
General! Riders at the double!
Our general is under attack.
Of course, that didn't work very well.
Companion
But
cavalry!
then I realized there was another
Spear
tower over
infantry.
there.
At your command. By your command.
Commander! Quick march!
Companion cavalry! Ready!
We need to get their skirmishers before their melee units get
There is
here.
a cavalry.
Advance at
Seems like we're
speed!
going to be able to do it, but it looks
By
tricky
your
right now.
command.
At least the Thurio spears are taking most of the shots, while also dishing quite a bit of damage to their units.
Missile infantry!
Companion cavalry! At
The
your
battle is turning in our favor.
Your orders.
Your orders! Glory to Macedon!
Alright, the cavalry is going to clear it all
Riders
up
at
now.
the double!
Let's get everyone else to stop shooting before... Well, actually they do have their own Thurio spears there, so...
Companion
We're going to have to
cavalry!
maneuver around.
Forward! Charge!
Look at that perfect maneuver.
Missiles awaiting targets!
Companion cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Commander! Quick march!
Orders.
They're all bunched up and not shooting properly.
At your service.
Alright, now it's only the general left.
General.
So,
Ready!
let's go take care of
Carry
him.
our spears. Javelin men.
As you command!
It looks like he's just gonna sit there and let us shoot him to death. So that's what we're gonna do.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Carry our spears.
Advance at speed!
Macedonians ready! Advance
March at speed!
Spear!
Commanders! Orders understood!
Javelin men!
It's only thorax sword, man.
Flurry our
They're gonna be
spears.
dead in a minute.
We await your command!
Javelin men!
Quick march!
Let's speed it up a little bit.
The enemy general
Deadly.
is dead.
Oh yeah. Decisive victory. Here we go. And there we go. One of our strongest enemies has been killed.
Commander!
We can now give him the first level of unit training XP bonus, and we're also going to dismiss these Thurio spears because we don't want to be paying for it. The pikes are going to take too long to actually replenish. It's cheaper to merge two of them and hire new ones.
Make haste, men! Ready for further orders.
We need to replace that guy with one of
Ready for
ours,
orders.
so we're not giving the other party guy more experience. We're gonna park him there,
It's a good
while in a position where he can reinforce Larissa if he
ready
gets
to serve?
attacked, but also where he can move to lift the siege in Pella later if needed. We're gonna get a few more units, and you know, Pella is fine. He can withstand a siege by itself. Like, they're not gonna assault in the first turn. If the enemy assaults in the first turn, they're gonna die on the walls. Here we need to get the Periokoi camp so we can get ranged units, most specifically archers. And look there, now we have enough authority to actually adopt one of them. We're gonna go with the wife, and the husband's gonna come with. I just wasn't sure which one was the guy that was married to her, so I just went ahead with her. Because then we get the two of them. I consider doing a favor there to raise her authority, the authority of our queen, but we don't need it. Now, Pulpudova looks like it's fine. It has a lot of troops to actually defend it, if the enemy ever assaults. What we need to do, though, is not stay inside the town. Because if they come in and besiege, then we're going to take attrition losses. No one's going to assault it in the first turn anyway. But if we're standing right beside it, and they come and besiege, then we're fine. We're not going to take any damage. We can also develop the settlement, so we're going to get the barracks there, so it gets a little bit of a bigger garrison.
We hunger for battle. Ready for orders.
Pulpudova is ideally a settlement we just want to hold. We don't want to expand into Thracia. It's not the right way to go. Now in Athena, we're also going to get the camp because we need to improve the garrison. Actually, scratch that. Let's get the Periokos camp, the one in Larissa, yeah. It needs a better garrison, and also we can recruit some ranged units from our main province. Sparta is starving, so they're going to start taking attrition next turn. We're at war with everyone. We are not making a lot of money, but it might be time to just move on.
At your command. Soldiering. It's a good life.
The garrison here is fully replenished, and it's kind of decent, but I think instead of ambushing, we need to get a few more units.
Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
These hoplites are not great, but they are missile sponges, so they can take some shots from the enemy and die instead of our better units dying. Let's end the turn. Now that's a very interesting end of turn. Sure, as predicted, they besieged the settlement and we didn't take any losses. Unfortunately, we didn't get to recruit either. First battle we're gonna deal with is Sparta. Let's give him hell.
Companion cavalry!
Pike infantry, at your command. Javelin men! For Macedon! General! Kairete! Javelin men! Stinantonis!
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Our reinforcements are pretty beat up, so there's not a lot that they're gonna do. We're gonna go with the usual tactics here. We're gonna start retreating a little bit with our missile troops and get our cavalry in position to chase after theirs.
Orders!
It's gonna be tight. We're gonna have to run behind their lines, so hopefully we get lucky here.
General! Quickly now! Companion cavalry! Charge!
Those skirmishers can be pretty decent. And now we're gonna have to carefully maneuver around their units. They're pretty good at protecting them, but I think we can give them some. We can give them the
Our
right.
general is under attack.
Companion cavalry!
We pinned two of their skirmishers, and we're chasing the other one down. Yep, we just got that one to move. That's all we needed, and now we gotta get some of the cavalry out of there, unless they're gonna get pinned and killed.
Quickly now!
Good, one unit's broken, so we're gonna have one cavalry go chase them while the other one attacks.
Companion cavalry!
Ah, thread the needle there. Let's go.
Forward! Fight forward!
Ah, those guys are really good. Look at that. Javelin man shooting the pikes, or no, the Royal Spartans. Yeah, shoot the Royal Spartans. We can maneuver around Pike and give him hell. The Royal Spartans are a pain in the behind. And now they turn their back on us. That's gonna go really well. Let's retreat a little bit. All their missile units are gone. We now have a little bit of superiority here, but we can't we can't underestimate Spartan units. They're pretty decent. Well, at this stage of the game and of the campaign, and in legendary difficulty, that is.
Ready for orders! Double time!
Ready and waiting! Companion cavalry!
So we're gonna try to isolate some of their perioikoi because they are the cheapest, lowest morale units. And while we do that, we are gonna try to horse sandwich them, I think, and then destroy them.
The brave ready for orders!
Javelin men!
Meanwhile, we can shoot the pike some more and try to get rid of them. They're almost done.
Companion cavalry!
General!
Meanwhile, we make the rest of their units run around and get really tired. That reduces their ability to fight.
Missiles ready and waiting. At the
We still have
double.
2 pike units that we can bring into combat if needed, but we're gonna use some of the garrison for that too.
Hades can wait. Advance at speed. General!
Orders!
It's really tight to separate them, but we gotta be patient here. We can't get...
Missile infantry at your command. Advance at speed. At speed.
Now we managed to get 2 of our javelin men freed while they chase the rest, and we're gonna go kill their general.
Commander.
Well, maybe 3 will do.
Men.
We'll see. If we kill their general, it's gonna be much easier to actually rout them. They're turning their backs with their pike to one of our javelin men, so we're gonna shoot them with them.
Macedon. Javelin men. Hades, take our enemies. Javelin men. At speed.
And now we shoot the Royal Spartans in the back
Missile
too.
infantry ready. Javelin men. Proud sons of Macedon. At your service. Missile infantry at your command.
There's one thing to be said about this game. I really like these battles in the beginning of the campaign. They're often the ones that make or break the game, you know? Like, you could win a battle, but if you took enough losses, you're not going to recover in time for the next attack, and that's where you lose.
Commander.
So you do actually have to get creative and pay real good attention to what's going on to be able to win.
Awaiting targets. Javelin men. Javelin men. Missiles ready
They turn
and
towards
waiting.
us, so we want to get back there with the general so they turn our backs again. They have a lot of armor and really good shields, so we want to shoot them in the back, or else we're just going to waste our missiles.
Javelin men. Take aim. Ready.
We don't have a lot of shots left,
Missile
so...
infantry ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Hades, take our enemies. Double commander. Missiles ready and waiting. Your orders. Javelin men. Missile infantry ready.
Meanwhile, we keep distracting the rest of their units. Let's not get in combat to using your javelin men.
Your orders. Macedonians ready. Javelin men. Advance at speed.
Orders! Quickly now!
Missile infantry. Javelin men.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Double time.
Alright, they're all done. Let's move them away and keep distracting the other units.
And wait. Javelin men. General.
Riders at the
Missiles
double!
awaiting targets.
Companion cavalry!
We're gonna charge them in to make their general turn their backs, because we don't want to charge into Royal Spartans head on with our cavalry. We're also gonna bring our pike there to start dealing with some of their periodicoi and
Companion
hoplite.
cavalry!
We await your command.
Companion
Here we go.
cavalry! For honor and glory!
That should do it. They're extremely strong, but they're gonna start dying pretty soon.
Sarissa cavalry.
Let's take the Sarissa cavalry out of there. They're not very good at prolonged combat.
Junos.
Yours to command.
Macedonians. Ready. To the ready. Form.
Let's get the pikes ready. Into phalanx, let's go.
Ready. Missiles ready and waiting.
Alright, they got another unit approaching there, so we're gonna have to maneuver again and try another time. It was not enough to break the general. We did kill some 30 units though, so that's good. Now the pike are taking care of their periodicoi hoplite.
Advance!
So So we charge him in the
At your
back.
service. Quick march.
Commander! At your service!
Missiles awaiting targets.
It's incredible how they hold. They have a lot of morale.
Sons of Ares.
Companion cavalry! General!
Let's charge the other
Orders
one.
understood! Forward! Riders!
Orders.
Advance! For glory!
One is wavering. Let's see about the other one. One shattered. The other is still steady.
Riders!
Commander.
At the double!
Glory to
Your
Macedon.
orders! Companion cavalry!
They seem to be pretty tired right now, their foot troops, because they're not really moving that quick. The Royal Spartans coming real close. We're gonna have to free the pikes up and then send them to engage them. While we also have to dodge their pikes that are coming in.
General! Amisos!
Missile
Your orders.
infantry ready.
At speed!
Let's see if we can pin down their pikes first and then charge them in the back with the cav. That should do it.
By your command! By your command! At speed!
Traveling men. Missiles.
I sort of changed my mind there and decided maybe I can deal with them with the cavalry alone.
Slingers.
But we're gonna take care of the smaller units first.
At your service.
If we can leave that big unit of pike for last and they rout or just shatter on their own, that's best.
Missile infantry ready. Advance.
Your orders!
So we're gonna use our javelin men again. The pikes don't seem to be in formation. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. They're done.
Slingers. At speed.
Yeah, pikes are broken.
Traveling men.
Now javelin men take care
Ready and waiting.
of holding the superior coil hoplite down, and the cavalry is gonna charge them.
Macedon.
They should be done real quick.
Forward! Victoria! Lead us!
That wasn't a very good charge. Let's keep running away with the other units.
Your orders.
We have the garrison slingers actually shooting at the other unit of pikes. It's not gonna do much,
Attack,
but...
you sons of Ares!
Okay, the guys are wavering. That's another unit soon to break. Let's go, come on. We're gonna have to pull back here and then go in again.
Quickly now!
Maybe if we push in through their formation.
Sons of Macedon!
Nope. Well,
My riders at the double! Companion cavalry!
yeah, that's not working out. So let's get out of there and try again.
Companion cavalry! Ride!
Ready for orders.
Royal Spartans are almost catching up.
Commander. Pull back. Ready and waiting.
Companion cavalry!
General.
Advance!
Let's go. Everyone charge in. We'll let the cavalry do the damage.
Sarissa cavalry.
Forward!
Ready.
Let's hold the Sarissa back a little bit. Let the cataphracts go in. Ooh, they changed direction. That was not good.
The brave ready for orders!
They're wavering though. I think this time we got him.
Double time! Up, advance at speed! Come quick march!
Get out of there, guys.
Turning in our favor.
They're not interested in you. Okay, they broke.
Companion cavalry! General! In service of the people!
Alright, now if we can somehow trick these pikemen into having their backs to us, we might be able to charge and break them.
Companion cavalry!
Slingers! Double time!
Ready! Quickly now! Riders! At
Ready!
the double!
Quick march!
Companion cavalry! Riders! Advance! Advance at speed! Warriors of Macedon!
Ready and waiting!
Commander!
I think we just send the garrison in melee, and then we charge in with everyone else. If the garrison dies, that's fine. There's not a lot of them left anyway. There we go.
For honor and glory!
Sarissa cavalry!
And they're broke. Let's go.
Forward!
By your command! Amisos! We await your command! Quick march! Pikemen, ready for orders!
Companion cavalry!
Okay, now we got to the point where we can have our pikemen hold the Royal Spartans, and then we'll charge with our general. I'm gonna keep the Sarissa cavalry out, because they took quite a bit of damage. Hopefully they don't get destroyed after the battle.
Melee troops awaiting orders! General! Ready! That's me! Warriors of Macedon! Commander!
Companion cavalry!
Javelin men! We await your command! At the double! Orders! Commander! Advance! By your command! Quick march! At speed! Javelin men!
Here I'm trying to surround them with all our units, so we get the advantage of numbers, and maybe it helps break them.
Riders at the double!
They have a lot of
Pikes
morale,
ready.
so, you know, we don't want to be fighting them to the death. We want to break these guys.
Pikemen! Form phalanx! Pikes at the ready! Ready! Ready for orders! Orders!
We'll have our garrison and pikemen engage them, so they turn their backs to the cavalry, or not waiting braced.
In service of the people! At speed! At the double! General! Sarissa cavalry! Pike infantry, ready! General!
Here we go.
Ready and waiting.
Alright, now is the hour.
Cavalry!
Charge them in.
Glory awaits!
The enemy general is dead.
And alright, my friends, this is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Commander. Ready for orders.